Welcome back inside the GCU Softball Stadium on this Friday afternoon for Game 2 of this doubleheader in this GCU Purple Classic tournament for the Lopes. Trying to avenge that 5-4 loss moments ago at the hands of the Portland State Vikings. Taking on the number 25 Iowa State here tonight in the nightcap with Ryan Denhart on the circle for the Lopes. Looking to add to her stats, she had a very impressive weekend here, or on the road in Southern California, in San Diego last weekend for the Lopes. Talk about J.C. Hambrick picking up WAC Pitcher of the Week, picking up 2 wins last week on the road. Ryan Denhart with a very impressive performance in her own right, picking up her 3rd win of the year against San Diego in her first appearance that weekend. 7 innings of work going the distance. She did allow 7 hits and 2 runs. Both of them were unearned, picking up 7 strikeouts in the process, and then, of course, going 6 innings, allowing 3 earned runs in that 11-inning loss at the hands of UC San Diego. So Denhart is ready. Let's do it here in Game 2. First pitch misses up, and we are underway here between the Lopes and Iowa State. Carly Spellhog, the first baseman, leading things off for ISU. Again, coming off that 10-6 victory earlier on today against the Vikings. That one ripped right to the third baseman, throws to first for the first out of this one. A 5-3 putout by Daisy Taloa, and there's one away. That one rifled right to the Lopes third baseman. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing, as Daisy Taloa able to gather herself, throw that one across the diamond for out number 1. As we take another look, 1-0 pitch on the inner part of the plate. Daisy Taloa able to knock that one down for out number 1, and that'll bring up the very dangerous Sammy Williams, who had herself a day earlier today against the Vikings. 2 long home runs, picking up 5 runs batted in. And as you saw defensively there, Daisy Taloa in here in Game 2, playing third base after Savannah Torville got the nod at the hot corner in Game 1. As that pitch misses outside, count moves to 1-1. And again, Ryan Denhart looking to pick up her 4th win on this young 2021 campaign. So 1-1 pitch to Williams, misses the corner, count moves to 2-1. Eric Jones calling balls and strikes behind home plate here in Game 2. Matthew Jacks is at second. Michael Hernandez behind the third base bag. That is your umpiring crew here for Game 2 of this doubleheader for the Lopes. As the 2-1 pitch misses outside. Denhart trying to paint the corner there, misses a little bit outside. And the count runs to 3-1 on Williams, who mentioned the senior shortstop for Iowa State. Arguably the biggest threat in this very impressive offensive batting order for the number 25th team in the country. That one fouled straight back, and the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Portland State, again, was able to put up a 4 spot in that first inning earlier today against Iowa State. They came storming back with 3 runs of their own, capped off by a 2-run shot by Williams, dead center field, and then, of course, the 3-run shot to right center in the 5th. Really capped things off for Iowa State as she's battling up there against Denhart. 7-pitch battle here in the first, as we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the Lopes offense going silent in the first 5 innings earlier today against Olivia Gray of Portland State, before battling back for 4 runs in the 6th and in the 7th innings. Losing that one by a score of 5-4, bringing the go-ahead run to the plate. 3-2 pitch to Williams, slashed foul again, and we'll do it again. Christian Fifield with the big blow for the Lopes offensively in that one, down 5-0 in the 6th with runners on 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. Driving a 2-run triple off the left field wall. Be left stranded at third base, but again, the Lopes coming away with 2 more runs in that 7th inning. J.C. Hambrick helping herself out big time as that one's drilled deep to left field. Set it off. Another home run for Sammy Williams. Home run number 3 on the day after picking up 2 in Game 1 against Portland State, and it's 1-0 ISU. A big day for Iowa State shortstop as they get to Ryan Denhart right out of the get-go here in the first. Launched that 2-run home run in the first inning earlier today over the center field wall to make it a 4-3 game against the Vikings. teeing off on Denhart here in the first, a no-doubter over the left field wall. And that'll bring up Ramos. Kayla Ramos, designated hitter in this one for Iowa State, takes a first pitch ball on the corner, count 1-0. But as I was saying, J.C. Hambrick, very impressive performance. Again, only giving up 2 earned runs in 6 innings of work today, as that one's lofted in the air. Shallow right field. Coming in on it is Dyer. She puts it away. And there's 2 away. And then, of course, J.C. Hambrick helping herself out big time at the plate. 3 for 3 against the very impressive Olivia Gray in this one, who picked up her first win of the season.
Number 6.
And Denhart getting Ramos to chase there, lofting that one in the air to Dyer in right field. So despite the long home run off the bat of Sammy Williams, Denhart looking to get out of this inning with just the 1 run allowed. First pitch, misses up and away, count 1-0 on Shaban, the third baseman for Iowa State. Picked up 2 hits earlier today in 4 at-bats. There's a 1-0 pitch, paints the corner for a strike, and the count is leveled at 1-1. It's a few changes defensively here in Game 2 for the Lopes. Like we mentioned, Torville moving from 3rd to 2nd here in Game 2 with Daisy Taloa at the hot corner, making that 5-3 putout right off the bat in this one, after Spellhog scorched one on the left side. Lily Bishop at first base after making a pinch hit appearance late in game number 1. Denhart again trying to paint that outside corner, does not get the call from Jones behind home plate, and the count moves to 3-1 on Shaban, trying to get aboard. The sophomore Ranches on deck. That pitch misses outside, a 2-out walk dished out by Ryan Denhart. And that'll bring the sophomore right-handed bat to the plate as Iowa State
Second baseman, number 5,
looking to add to their lead. Again, they had 3 runs in the first earlier today, then put up 2 3 spots late in that game in the 5th and in the 6th innings. First pitch popped up, should be playable on the infield. Torville shading her eyes from the sun, makes the play for the final out of the first, but not before. Sammy Williams picks up her 3rd home run of the day, first against the Lopes here in the top of the first. Let's go to the bottom half of the inning. It's Iowa State 1 and your GCU Lopes coming to bat.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the largest and fastest growing universities in the country. GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs with modern apartment-style living, classrooms, labs, restaurants, and more. Located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, GCU's vibrant community and expansive campus is ranked top 20 for best college campuses in America. My university integrates the free market system with a welcoming Christian worldview perspective into its academic programs and throughout campus life, so you can put your faith into action and help transform communities. GCU campus students received over $157 million in scholarships in 2020, and many students attend GCU for less than the cost of a state university. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you qualify for. Admissible high school seniors can schedule a free visit from anywhere in the country. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
Let's move to the bottom half of the first inning here in the heart of the Valley of the Sun. 1-0 lead for Iowa State as we take a look at the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game. Obviously, Ryan Denhart looking to piggyback J.C. Hambrick's start, the reigning WAC pitcher of the week for the Lopes. And of course, with the loss earlier today, the Lopes do not come within a game closer of that 500 win mark for Coach Ann Pearson, looking to get that down to 4 here in the nightcap of this one, and then consistent starters like we said in game number 1. The Lopes continue to dish out consistent starters in this one, with Kaylee Dietrich playing and catching in each and every game so far this season. She's back in there here in game number 2 against right-hander Janessa Jasso for Iowa State. Very impressive record in 2000 and 20, 4 and 2, in 42 and a third innings of work. Opponent batting average of 255, still looking for her first win here in 2021. Picked up a loss in her last start, entering this game with a 9 ERA. As we take a look at the starting lineup presented by Talking Stick Resort, Nicoletti, Dyer, Fifield, Torville, Hambrick, Aguilar, Dietrich, Bishop, and Toloa for the Lopes. So trying to match Iowa State with at least one run here in the first, as that pitch misses up from Jasso, and the count is 1-0. Gianna striking out in her first two plate appearances. Earlier today against Olivia Gray, picked up a single in her third at-bat, and picking up an RBI, reaching on a fielder's choice in that seventh inning. Lays off that pitch and is quickly ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Just what you want if you're the Lopes starting out this bottom half of the first inning. Trying to get Nicoletti aboard here to lead things off after, again, not breaking through until the 6th inning earlier in Game 1 against Portland State. Taking all the way here against Jasso. Misses low, a 4-pitch walk handed out by Iowa State's right-hander, and the Lopes are in business right off the bat as they look to at least tie things up here in the first after the home run off the bat of Sammy Williams in the first.
The right fielder, number 18, Tabitha Dyer.
First pitch to Dyer, bunted, first base side, perfectly executed. As the Lopes have runners on first and second with nobody out. Ronchis at second base, not covering the bag at first as he take another look. Walk in the park for Tabitha Dyer, picking up the infield single, looking to move the runner into scoring position. So with runners on first and second, nobody out, Kristen Fifield will now dig in against Jasso as you have a meeting out there between the infielders and their starting right-hander, trying to calm her down with, again, the Lopes threatening early on in this one. Like we mentioned before, Fifield with the big blow in the 6th inning off of Olivia Gray, putting the Lopes on the board with that 2-run triple. Was our Commonwealth Lopes player of the game. Squares to bunt. That pitch clips the outside corner. The count quickly 0-1 on the Lopes center fielder. Oh, 1 pitch, fouled off. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Fifield. Again, now down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. You have nobody out here in the first with runners on first and second, just trying to hit the ball on the right side, put the ball in play, move the runner at least on second base, and Nicoletti over to third. 0-2 pitch, ripped on the left side. Bobbling that one was Williams, but she gets the forced play at second. So we'll have runners on the corners with 1 out. Had a tough time getting the ball out of her mitt there, as we'll take another look. Nice job by Fifield putting the ball in play with 2 strikes, moving the runner over to third. You see Sammy Williams there having a tough time getting that ball out of her glove. Probably wouldn't have had enough time to double up Fifield anyway, despite the sharp hit ground ball on the left side. So with 1 away, runners on the corner, Savannah Torville looking to drive in the tying run. Squares to bunt. Pitch misses low. Moving to second now is Kristen Fifield. Lopes looking to play a little trickery there, trying to get the tying run across. With Fifield stalling halfway between first and second. Takes second base regardless as the 0-1 pitch to Torville paints the corner for strike number 2, and the count's quickly 0-2. First base is open here in the first for Jasso, but she's quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes against the Lopes second baseman. That one fouled straight back and out of play, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Savannah, another one of those Lopes hitters who had a tough time against Gray earlier today, going hitless. Did reach on a walk. It's the 0-2 pitch. Slapped foul on the left side, and we'll do it once more. Again, Janessa Jasso getting roughed up like we mentioned in her first start. Only 2 1/3 innings of work against Omaha. Getting the loss in that game. The only loss of the season for Iowa State, out to a 9-1 start, as that one is ripped down the left field line and foul. Just foul off the bat of Savannah Torville, who hit that one right on the screws. Nothing to show for it as the count remains no balls and 2 strikes as the runners retreat. That one ticketed down the left field line, definitely would have scored 2 to give the Lopes the 2-1 advantage early on. Comes back with the pitch over the heart of the plate on 0-2, getting Torville to pop that one up in fair ground as Spellhog makes the play at first. A huge out, number 2 for Jasso as the Lopes second baseman doesn't get the job done. She heads back to the dugout, and that'll bring up J.C. Hambrick, who again had herself a day in game 1, not only on the circle, throwing 6 innings, allowing 2 earned runs, but picked up 3 hits, including an RBI double in that 7th inning off of Olivia Gray. Looking to add to her hit total here today. Swings through that one, count quickly 0-1. Well, she helped herself out in a big way against Portland State, giving her a chance to come away with a victory. Looking to do the same now for Ryan Denhart in game 2. Runners lead off. 1-1 delivery from Jasso. Misses outside. Unable to hit the corner there as the count moves to 2-1. Again, first base is open here in the bottom of the first inning. If you fall behind 3-1, you may want to think about putting the Lopes left-handed bat on first with Aguilar on deck. Get a force out at any base with the bases loaded. 2-1 pitch. Misses the corner again, and the count moves to 3-1. So again, if you're Jasso here with a runner on second and third with first base open, you don't want to give in to J.C. Hambrick, who has been locked in at the plate all day long. Again, the shadows creeping up behind the circle now as that pitch misses. And it's a 5-pitch walk for J.C. Hambrick. She's been on base in every plate appearance so far today for the Lopes. And the bases are loaded here in the first for Angeli Aguilar.
The shortstop, number 3, Angeli Aguilar-Bocas.
Picked up that double in the 7th inning to get things going for the Lopes, resulting in 2 runs to cut the lead to 1 for Portland State before they were able to close the door. Again, nowhere to put the Lopes freshman shortstop here. Jasso has to throw strikes to get her team out of this inning. 1-0 pitch, misses, gets past Marine, but it bounces straight back. The perfect carom for Iowa State's backstop as Nicoletti thought about it for a brief second before retreating back to the bag at third base. Trying to get a good lead off of almost halfway down the line before heading back. And now Aguilar in the driver's seat. 2-0 pitch from Jasso. In there for a strike, and the count moves to 2-1. So it's Nicoletti on third, Fifield on second, Hambrick on first. 2 outs, 1-0 lead for Iowa State. That one fouled off by Aguilar, and the count now moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So it took the Lopes 6 innings to get a runner in scoring position earlier against the Vikings. They have the bases loaded here with 2 outs in the first against Janessa Jasso. Trying to work her way back after falling behind 2-0. That one ripped to third, gobbled up there. Going for the force out at third, not going to be able to make the play is Shaban after knocking that one down. It's going to go as an infield RBI single for Angeli Aguilar-Bucaj, and the Lopes have tied things up at 1 apiece. As he take another look, hit that one right on the screws. Keeping it in front was Shaven, but a close play at third. Bang, bang over there at third base. Probably could have made the tag before Fifield touched third base. Tries to go for the force play by touching the bag, not in time to get the Lopes center fielder, and we're all knotted up at 1. So that'll bring up Kaylee Dietrich now with all ducks on the pond. Lopes looking to break through early against Josso. Already 25 pitches here in the first through 2/3 of an inning. Kaylee came to the plate as the tying run in that 7th inning earlier today.
Kaylee Dietrich.
Going hitless in 3 at-bats against Gray. The first pitch, loft in the air, right side should be playable out there for the second baseman, and foul ground. Ronkus makes the play, and the Lopes will leave the bases loaded after tying things up at 1. So 1 run on 1 hit, they leave 3 on. Let's go to the second here in Phoenix. Iowa State 1, GCU 1. You're watching GCU softball.
When I think back on graduation day, it's such a special moment, walking across the stage, hearing your name called. I think I would really regret not walking. I think being able to finish out a long college experience with an awesome moment like graduation is really special.
If I hadn't decided to walk that day, I think I'd regret not having that sense of closure and accomplishment for that huge chapter in my life.
My name's Noah and I graduated in 2015.
My name is Lauren and I graduated in 2016.
Herff Jones, by your side.
We can stand together by standing far apart.
Stay 6 feet apart from other people.
Wear your mask when you go out.
Wash your hands, often.
If you feel sick, stay home.
Be respectful of others.
The choices you make are critical.
By protecting yourself, it helps protect all of us.
Your actions can save lives.
What we do now will shape our future.
Stay safe.
Top half of inning number 2 here at GCU Softball Stadium. Each offense putting up 1 run against both Ryan Denhart and Janessa Josso in the first inning. Sammy Williams launching a solo home run with 1 out in the first, well over the left field wall. Lopes coming across after loading the bases against Josso, 2 outs. Angeli Aguilar hitting one right on the screws on the third base side, which went down as an E5. Plating a run, and that's where we stand. 1-1 game. 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Cyclones as the first pitch is in there for a called strike, count 0-1. Oka quickly falling behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes here on Ryan Denhart. And it was that second inning earlier today where Portland State came away with 5 runs, 2 of which were earned from J.C. Hambrick. Hambrick falling behind those hitters early on in the first 3 plate appearances, having runners on first and second with nobody out right off the bat in that inning, resulting in the Vikings offense taking advantage. One-two pitch, drop third base side, rolls foul as Taloa scoops it up. Gives it back to her starting pitcher, and we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And like we mentioned earlier, Iowa State with a 10-6 victory earlier on. They're now 10-1 to start their 2021 campaign. Iowa State, the first team to ever appear in the USA Today and NFCA D1 coaches poll. Is Jamie Pinkerton at the helm for the Cyclones. Already ranking number 3 nationally in the NCAA with 22 doubles this year, as that one's blooped in the air. Aguilar hauls it in for out number 1, and that'll bring up Marin Talked about the heavy freshman lineup for Portland State earlier today. Just 3 freshmen at the bottom of this order for Iowa State. As you see there, Aguilar hauling that one in for the Lopes. First pitch to Marin on the outside corner for a strike. Count quickly 0-1. Got the first game off against Portland State, looking to make her presence felt in this one. The Whittier, California native. Quickly evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, with J.C. Hambrick going the distance in game 1. We'll see how Coach Ann Pearson is able to utilize Ryan Denhart in this one. As that pitch is cut on and missed, count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled straight back, and we'll do it again at 1-2. This Cyclones team became the first team in program history to start the season with 8 wins. Again, that 1 loss coming with Janessa Jasso on the mound, only going 2 1/3 innings against Omaha. Lopes with an opportunity to break through in that first inning, leaving the bases loaded as that pitch just off the outer part of the plate. Count now moves to 2-2. Denhart still looking for a first punch out in this one. Like we mentioned, 7 strikeouts against San Diego in her first start last weekend. 2-2 pitch, chopped softly on the right side. Torville has it, throws to first, and there are 2 away. So 2 away, that'll bring up Ghost, the left-handed freshman bat. As Ryan Denhart again looking for an easy 1-2-3 inning here, as you see Savannah Torville. The easy 4-3 put out for out number 2. First pitch to Gosi, in there for a strike, count 0-1. Denhart once again painting that corner beautifully as the count now moves to no balls and 2 strikes, quickly getting ahead of the middle part of this Cyclones order. Oh, 2 pitch. Won't get Gosi to chase the ladder there as the count now moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. One loft in the air, should be an easy play for Nicoletti. She has it for the final out. An easy 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Denhart here in the second. Let's move to the bottom half of the inning. So Cyclones 1, the Lopes 1 here on GCU TV.
The temperature scanning kiosk from Pacific Office Automation is an easy-to-use, attendant-free device that quickly checks a person's temperature anytime, anywhere. You can now provide peace of mind at schools and universities, grocery stores, restaurants, nursing homes, medical clinics, sporting events, offices, private gatherings, and more. Look to us to help you reduce the risk and be safe. Visit PacificOffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
Joel Embiid is unhappy.
Like, really unhappy.
Because the internet keeps using not-so-amazing GIFs to react to his amazing highlights. Mountain Dew presents the Joel Embiid Deserves Better Reactions GIF Collection.
Now I'm so happy.
Let's move to the bottom half of the second inning. 8-9-1 for the Lopes. Bishop, Taloa, and Nicoletti against Janessa Jasso. Worked herself out of trouble in that first inning after only allowing 1 unearned run. Bases loaded, 2 outs, up 1-0. Angeli Aguilar hitting one again right on the nose to the third baseman, Shaban. wasn't able to field it in time to get the force play at third. Kristen Fifield getting in ahead of the tag from the third baseman, allowing 1 run to score. Lopes looking to take their first lead of this game, looking to take their first lead of the day after trying to play catch-up earlier on against the Vikings. Lily Bishop making a pinch hit appearance in that game late, going down on strikes against Olivia Gray. As the first pitch from Jasso in the dirt gets away from Marin, and the count is quickly 1 ball and no strikes. One-0 pitch. Misses low. Count moves to 2-0. Lily looking to get her average above 200. Came into today with a 185 average before that punch out in game 1. Only with 1 run batted into this point. You mentioned the power out of her right-handed bat. The 2-0 pitch misses low, and she's quickly heading the count 3 balls and no strikes, with the Lopes looking for a second inning base runner. That one not even close from Jasso as she dishes out another walk, this one to Lily Bishop, and that'll bring up Daisy Taloa with the Lopes looking to make things happen here in the second. And a quick pinch runner here for Lily Bishop, trying to utilize some speed again. 1-1 game leadoff base runner on first base. Coach Pearson looking for every angle of opportunity here.
GCU now on first base. Number 15, Christine Bellavia.
We saw Christine Bellavia pinch run in game 1. We're going to see her pinch run here in game 2 as she looks to get into scoring position, with Daisy Taloa looking to move her into scoring position. Daisy picking up a pinch hit single late in game 1, and just like that, Bellavia running, ball gets away from Marin, and she's in scoring position here with nobody out. So regardless of the passed ball, Bellavia picking up a stolen base here, getting a great jump against Jasso here with nobody out. So now with nobody out and a runner on second base, Daisy Taloa, worst case scenario, hit a ground ball on the right side here to move the runner up to third base. Not the right idea there, slapping that one the other way and out of play to even up the count at a ball and a strike. Came into the day just hitting above 240 for the season. As that one gets away from Marin again, allowing Bellavia to slide in safely into third base. So just like that, Bellavia pinch running for Bishop here after the 4-pitch walk handed out by Jasso, has lost control of the zone here on those last 2 pitches, both getting away from Marin. As the Lopes have a runner on third, nobody out. Bellavia going on the pitch. Slide unnecessary as the ball gets away from Marin, and the Lopes are going to take a 2-1 lead as that one's going to get all the way to the wall. Going to second is Taloa, looking to slide in safely, and she does with an RBI double, and the Lopes lead it 2-1. So right out of the get-go here in the bottom of the second, the Lopes making things happen. 4-pitch walk dished out to Lily Bishop. Bellavia pinch running, steals second. Swipes third after, again, the pass ball. Putting a runner on third, nobody out, and Daisy Taloa taking that one right back to where it came from. That ball had a ton on it as it gets past Gosi and into the center field wall for an RBI double. And that's going to be it for Janessa Jasso. So she only goes 1 inning of work, allowing 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 of which was earned on the RBI double off the bat of Taloa. Allows 3 walks, did not have great command in this one, as Carly Charles is going to take over for the Cyclones. Trying to keep this brief Lopes lead at bay early on in this one. Carly only threw 64 pitches against Portland State earlier today in 3 2/3 innings of work, only allowing 2 hits. So Coach Pinkerton looking for the same type of performance here in this one as she comes out of the bullpen for the second straight game.
Now batting for your Lopes, the left fielder.
So Janessa Jasso only got one go-around against this Lopes order. Gianna Nicoletti, up for the second time in this one, will now face her second pitcher. Gianna scoring the only run in this game, scoring from third base on that E5 back in the first. Setting things off for the Lopes with a walk against Jasso, one of those 3 walks handed out by Iowa State's right-hander. Now Carly Charles trying to limit the damage. First pitch misses up, count 1-0. Again, Marin trying to keep a close eye at Daisy Tolo over there at second base. On the outside corner for a strike, count moves to 1-1. We mentioned at the beginning of the day, Gianna Nicoletti coming into this one with that .387 average, 6 RBIs. Now has herself 7 total runs batted in with her RBI in the 7th against Portland State. Looking for number 8 right here with a base hit, slashes that one down the left field line and fouls. The count now moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Charles looking to pick up the first out of this inning by retiring Nicoletti. Lopes looking to get something going, up by 1 with nobody out, with the heart of their order looming. Dyer on deck, Fifield in the hole. One-two pitch, sliced foul once more. Another disciplined at bat for the Lopes left fielder and leadoff hitter. Outfielders playing to their right, anticipating the ball to be hit on the left side by the Lopes leadoff batter, as the 1-2 offering from Charles, lofted in the air, foul behind the booth, and we'll do it once more at 1-2. And we saw a lot of that earlier on today against Olivia Gray, despite the Lopes again not coming through with the big hit until that 6th inning. Doing a nice job battling up there against their opposing pitchers. Nicoletti looking to come through right here, right now. Lofts that on the air, fairly deep left field. It's going to slice foul. Couple hops up against the wall. Tolo will retreat back to second base, and we'll do it once again. 1-2 count from Carly Charles to Gianna Nicoletti. So she was able to barrel that one up, and again, slicing it just enough to go into foul territory. And just looking to put the ball on the ground, potentially on the right side to move the runner over with nobody out. Slices it foul on the left side again, and we'll do it once more. And go see the center fielder for Iowa State. Playing in dead left center field in this at-bat, anticipating the ball to be hit the other way. 1-2 pitch. Sliced the other way to short, booted there by Williams, and a tough read there by Daisy Tolo, who's going to get gunned down at second base. Again, she hesitated for a quick second, thought about moving to third, and at the last moment deciding to go back, giving Williams just enough time to gather herself, pick up the ball, and throw it to Ronches at second base as we take another look. Again, hesitating for a second there, thought about heading to third, and by the time she made up her mind to go back, it was already too late. As the Lopes lose their runner in scoring position, Nicoletti now on first after the ground ball on the left side. First pitch cut on and missed by Dyer, count 0-1. Already 1 for 1 today, picking up that single in the first. She was left stranded on third when the bases were loaded and 2 outs. Oh, 1 pitch, flips the corner. The count now moves to 0-2. So Jasso having a tough time with her command in this one, falling behind against these Lopes hitters. Charles coming right after these batters. That one's cut on and missed. 3 pitches and a punch out for Carly Charles. It's her first tonight here against the Lopes, and there's 2 away. Again, looking to limit the damage, only down by 1. The Lopes with 1 run in each of the last 2 innings. As we take another look, painting the corner beautifully. Again, an emergency hack there from Tabitha Dyer. She's now 1 for 2 in this one. Fifield grounded into the fielder's choice to put runners on the corners and 1 out. Hit and run on there, as you see the wave and a miss by Fifield, but moving into scoring position now with the stolen base is Gianna Nicoletti. So a base hit could potentially give the Lopes a 2-run lead here in the second. Fifield looking to pick up her 3rd RBI overall today. 0-1 offering. Misses up and away. Count moves to 1-1 on the Lopes center fielder. Again, outfielders playing just a tad bit to their right. That right field line wide open. If Kristen can find a way to pull one down the line. As the 1-1 pitch. Sliced foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So in the first 3 hitters here, Carly Charles quickly getting ahead. Got ahead 1 and 2 on Gianna Nicoletti before getting her to ground 1 to short. Strikes out Dyer on 3 pitches and now quickly ahead 1 and 2 on the Lopes 3-hitter. 1-2 pitch, tries to get her to chase outside and low. The count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nicoletti looking to get a good lead off of second as that one sliced down the left field line and foul, and we'll do it again. Lopes would love to come away with a big victory here against number 25 Iowa State, heading into tomorrow's matchups. And taking on New Mexico at 1:30 Mountain State time. And then, of course, the big date with the Oklahoma Sooners. Going to be a tough play, but making the 4-3 putout is Ronkus, and that'll do it here in the second. But the Lopes take the lead, 1 run on 2 hits. The big blow, Daisy Taloa with the RBI double. Let's go to the third. It's 2-1 Lopes here on GCU TV.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
At Raising Cane's, we know quality takes time, patience, and the best ingredients, which is why every chicken finger we serve is hand-battered and cooked to order just for you. We never take shortcuts. That doesn't mean you can't. Introducing an even faster and easier way to order Cane's with our new app. Find your closest restaurant, customize your meal, pay, and schedule pickup. So next time, take it easy and order with the Raising Cane's app.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Top half of the third inning, it's a 2-1 Lopes lead. And of course, GCU fans, we want to remind you, if you haven't already, it's time to download the Lope Nation app. You can watch GCU home sporting events directly from your app, get scores, schedules, and stories, and even more perks coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Search GCU Athletics in your phone's app store or download the GCU Athletics app now at gculopes.com/app. Well, Brian Denhart has herself her first lead of the day after the first inning home run off the bat of Sammy Williams. You'll see Sammy Williams in this third inning as the first pitch cut on and missed by Ramos. It'll be Ramos, Spellhog, and Sammy Williams, the shortstop for Iowa State. 3 home runs today, 2 in the first game against Portland State, 1 today in the first inning off Denhart. 1-0 pitch, misses up, count moves to 1-1. Lopes taking the lead in the bottom half of the second inning on the RBI double by Daisy Taloa. And that sun still playing a factor, at least In the outfield here at GCU Softball Stadium, we saw Savannah Torville at second base make a tough play, shielding her eyes from the sun as those shadows creeping in almost over the entire infield here. Started at the plate in game one, covering the circle back in the first inning. Now starting to creep out into shallow left field, more on the left side than on the right. Denhart still looking for her first strikeout in this one, as Iowa State's done a nice job putting the ball in play, as that one just misses on the outside corner, running the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ramos 0 for 1 with a couple of walks, starting in left field in that 10-6 victory earlier on today, as the payoff pitch is fouled off, and we'll do it again. Both teams battling up there against their respective pitchers in this one. Lopes really working Janessa Jasso in that inning and a third that she threw here tonight before being chased after that double. As the 7th pitch of this at-bat is laced in the air, fairly deep right field, but Tabitha Dyer's got a beat on it. She puts it away for out number 1 here in the 3rd. So Denhart taking a little something off that one. Ramos trying to barrel it up. Maybe a little bit late on that one, in on her hands, lofting that one in the air to right field. Again, seemed like an easy play for Tabitha out there in right field. It seemed like the sun was too much of a factor there, as Spellhog digs in, rifled one to third base with Daisy Taloa, being able to grab it for the 5-3 putout. First pitch clips the outside corner, count 0-1. Again, Sammy Williams awaits on deck, named the Big 12 Player of the Week after hitting .438 with 2 home runs, a double, and 3 RBIs in the Florida Atlantic Tournament last weekend. Out in Boca Raton, as that pitch misses outside. Count moves to 1-1. A little something off that one, misses low and away as the count moves to 2-1. Spellhog obviously would love to get on base here with Williams on deck, as Iowa State again tries to erase that 1-run lead taken by the Lopes in the bottom of the 2nd. 2-1 pitch. Just off the corner, as Denhart does not get the call from Eric Jones behind home plate, and the count moves to 3-1. So Denhart looks to work her way back in this at-bat against Spellhog. The sophomore right-handed bat looking for her first hit of the day. Takes that one on the inner part of the plate for a strike, and the count runs full at 3-2. Payoff pitch from Denhart, loft in the air, right side should be playable. Torville coming in, making the sliding grab, a very slick play by the Lopes second baseman for out number 2. And making that play look a lot easier than it actually is, coming all the way over from second base down that right field line with both Bishop and Dyer coming in on that ball as well. So with 2 away, Ryan Denhart looking for the easy 1-2-3 inning here. Is going to have to get past Sammy Williams, the juggernaut of this lineup for Iowa State. And the Big 12 Player of the Week after her performance in Florida last weekend. Sammy's the first Cyclone ever to be named the Big 12 Player of the Week 3 times in her career. Again, entering her senior season. Takes that pitch outside and is quickly in the driver's seat now. 2 balls and no strikes. Now where you want to be if you're Ryan Denhart. Again, with 2 outs and nobody on. Don't have to give in here to the shortstop of Iowa State as she quickly falls behind now 3-0. Was able to get Ramos to fly out to right back in the first inning after the home run from Williams. So put Williams on here and deal with Ramos. Is that pitch? Off the outer part of the plate, a 4-pitch walk handed out to the Cyclone shortstop, and they have a runner on first with 2 away.
The designated player, number 44.
Ramos did pick up a hit in that game earlier against the Vikings. 1 hit and 3 at-bats. Picked up a 2-run single with their team up 8-6, made it a 10-6 game late in that bottom of the 5th inning. See if Williams tries to make something happen at the bag at first base with 2 outs with their team down by 1 early on in this one. Cyclones going 4-1 in that FAU tournament last weekend. Picking up their 1 and only loss to this point. Again, 10 wins, 1 loss after picking up their 10th win earlier today. And the Lopes would love to steal one in this second game of this doubleheader after dropping the first one 5-4. Dietrich wants to talk things over with her right-hander before this next pitch. Again, down by 1 early. See if Williams wants to make something happen over there at the bag at first base with her cleanup, or with her 3-hitter at the dish right now, trying to set things up for Shaben, waiting on deck. That pitch just misses off the inner part of the plate, and the count runs to 3 balls and 1 strike. So after 2 quick outs here in the 3rd inning, Denhart dishes out a 4-pitch walk to Sammy Williams, now falls behind 3-1 on Ramos. There's the 3-1 pitch, paints the corner for a strike, and the count runs full at 3-2. A lot of full counts on both ends of the ball here in the first 2 2/3 innings. Denhart looking to salvage this top half of the 3rd as that one's sliced foul and out of play, and we'll do it again. And of course, Sammy Williams trying to get a good jump off the bag over there at first base, trying to score on anything in the gap. Payoff pitch. Ripped on the right side and through for a base hit. Dyer comes up throwing, looking to gun the runner out at third base. That one gets away from Taloa, and that's going to tie things up at 2. But throwing that one up the line, allowing the run to score. So we're all knotted up at 2, as Denhart will look to get out of further damage here. Ramos leads off of second. First pitch to Shaben, cut on and missed. Healthy hack, count quickly 0-1. Walked in her first at bat. Neither offense has been dominant in this one thus far, but have done enough to create some opportunities for themselves, and they've capitalized on those opportunities. This count now moves to 1-1. Pitch fouled straight back as the count now moves to a ball and 2 strikes. And 2 runs on 2 hits now for these Iowa State Cyclones. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Lopes. Remember those 5 errors in Game 1 against Portland State. They've got 1 thus far tonight defensively here against the Cyclones. As the 1-2 offering misses outside, count moves to 2-2. 2 errors defensively throughout the first 2 innings for the Cyclones as well, resulting in the first Lopes run, that E5 with the bases loaded. There's a 2-2 pitch, lofted in the air, deep left center field. That one is not coming back. Set it off. 2-run home run for Shaben, and it's a 4-2 Cyclones lead here in the 3rd. So 2 quick outs for Ryan Denhart. Looked to get out of this inning unscathed. A 2-out, 4-pitch walk to Williams. A base hit by Michaela Ramos on the right side. Williams going from first to third, scoring on the errant throw by Tabitha Dyer, and Shaban taking advantage of that pitch over the heart of the plate. A no-doubter over the left center field wall for a 2-run shot. So Iowa State, who put up three spots in game one, have themselves a 3 spot here in game 2 against the Lopes. First pitch in there for a strike against Ronchez, and the count is 0-1. On the outside corner, the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Popped up softly to Savannah Torville back in the first. Denhart just looking for the final out here in the third. After the 2-run shot, that one blooped to Torville, battling the sun again, puts it away, and that'll do it, but not before Iowa State puts up a 3 spot. Here in the third, the big blow, a 2-run home run off the bat of Shaban over the left center field wall. Let's go to the bottom of the third. It's Iowa State 4, GCU 2.
Sanderson Ford is taking their President's Day sale over the edge with a sign and ride, $299 a month lease on a new Ford Edge. Save thousands on EcoSport, Ranger, and Explorer. New Escapes under 21 grand, and new F-150 Super Crew trucks for only $35,900. Don't miss the President's Day sale event at Arizona's largest Ford dealership and your Bronco headquarters, Sanderson Ford.
When life seems uncertain, there's one credit union that provides both dollars and cents. Copper State Credit Union. With solutions that focus on our members, you can take advantage of competitive rates, free cashback checking, and local attentive service. Uplifting our community is a standard we live by. That's why thousands of your Arizona neighbors rely on us. Strengthening Arizona families through financial empowerment. That's Copper State Credit Union.
Bottom half of inning number 3 here in the heart of the Valley of the Sun. Logan Shaban coming into today with just 2 runs batted in on the season. Just picked up her run here in 2021 with a 2-run blast over the left center field wall. And now Carly Charles has herself a lead to work with. 4-2 game, 4, 5, and 6 for the Lopes, Torville, Hambrick, and Aguilar. Trying to get those runs back. 2 quick outs in that inning for Ryan Denhart before things unraveled. Falling behind early against Sammy Williams, and again with nobody on base, you don't want to give in to her after her first inning home run, 3 home runs on the day. Put her on with a 4-pitch walk, making the most of that opportunity, going from first to third on the single off the bat of Michaela Ramos, scoring on the errant throw from Tabitha Dyer, trying to gun the lead runner out at third base. That tied things up at 2. And then on a 1-2 pitch over the zone, Ryan Denhart coming right after Logan Shaban, and she did not miss it for home run number 1 here in 2021. So that's where we stand. 4-2 game. Savannah Torville 0 for 1 already. Rips that one in the hole. Tough hop there for Williams, and she's not going to be able to make the play. So the Lopes going to bring the tying run to the plate here in the third. Torville on for the first time in this one. Runner on first, nobody out. J.C. Hambrick, who's been on in all 4 plate appearances that she's had today. We'll dig in, take another look. That one hit, again, right on the nose by Torville. Nothing you could really do there if you're Sammy Williams. Trying to backhand it in the hole. Doesn't come up with it cleanly. And that'll go down as an E6. 3rd error of this one for Iowa State. Pitch misses outside. Count quickly 1-0. A single up the middle in that 3rd inning of game 1 for J.C. Hambrick. Wasted no time in her second at-bat in the 6th. Lacing one to left field, going 2 for 2, and then an RBI double down the left field line for her 3rd hit in that one. Walked in her first plate appearance today. Is quickly in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. And again, Carly Charles did not allow a run in 3 2/3 innings in relief earlier on today against Portland State. .2-0 pitch, ripped in the hole again, and another tough hop for Williams as that one gets away from her. Not enough for Torville to advance to third, but she advances to second, and the Lopes have runners on first and second with nobody out. So Sammy Williams helping out her squad offensively on the base paths in the top half of the third inning. Not really helping them out here in the bottom half of the third inning defensively as she deals with a couple of tough hops. Again, the first one off the bat of Savannah Torville hit it hard in the hole, trying to backhand it. Unable to field it cleanly, and that one again hit right on the nose by Hambrick. And that one trickles into shallow left field. So 4 errors now total for the Cyclones, 2 in the inning for Williams. So after taking a 2-run lead in the top half of this inning, Carly Charles looking to work herself out of trouble, trying to keep that lead intact.
Pinch runner for GCU. 47 for 19. Now at first base, number 47, Jordan Pearson.
Jordan Pearson, and starting at second base in game 1, is going to pinch run.
Number 3, Angeli
here for J.C. Hambrick at first base. Coach Ann trying to tie things up here with the ball hitting the gap. Again, outfielders playing just a tad to their right out there for Angeli Aguilar. Reaching on that E5 with the bases loaded in her first at-bat. That one chopped to third, and it's going to roll foul at the last moment. You saw Shaben there at third base trying to make the play before it went foul, trying to get the lead runner at third base, but the runners will retreat. So we take another look. Again, Torville on second, Pearson pinch running for Hambrick at first base. That one ripped. On the left side, once again, the count quickly 0-2 on Angeli. Mentioned that leadoff double in the top half of the 7th inning off the center field wall. Coming around to score the Lopes' 3rd run of that game. Being left stranded on first base back in the first after hitting a rocket to third. With Shaben unable to field it cleanly, allowing the first Lopes run to score. That one lofted. Softly in the air, right field. Play made by Ronchis over there at second base, and shallow right field for out number 1. So just what Charles needed here with runners on first and second and nobody out. And that'll bring up Kaylee Dietrich.
Your catcher, number 5, Kaylee Dietrich.
First pitch in there, first strike. Count 0-1 on the Lopes backstop. Again, has started in every game behind home plate for Coach Pearson thus far this season. Trying to get her average up early here. She lays down a bunt down the third base side. Perfectly executed by number 5, moving the runners into scoring position. So that's how you draw it up if you're Kaylee Dietrich. Runners on first and second. With 1 out, lays down a bunt down the third base side, with Shaben able to make the 5-3 put out on the left side for the sacrifice bunt. Runners on second and third now with 2 away. As Lily Bishop, again, like we mentioned, 1 RBI on the season coming in to this at-bat. Will look to drive in a pair against Carly Charles. And first base is open. Daisy Taloa, we mentioned that RBI double in her last at-bat after Bishop walked on 4 pitches against Josso to lead off the second. First pitch misses up, count 1-0. So after Iowa State putting together a 2-out rally, picking up 3 runs in the top half of this inning, the Lopes threatening, looking to evaporate that 2-run lead. Pitch misses low, count 2-0 on Bishop. Paints the inside corner there. 2 balls and 1 strike as she looks to battle back here against Lily Bishop. Charles looking to keep her scoreless streak intact after not allowing a run in that game earlier today. And it looks like it will stay intact after Spellhog boots it. The ball doesn't get far enough away from her to score a run as Lily Bishop is retired for the final out. So the Lopes leave 2 runners aboard. We'll head to the 4th. It's Iowa State 4, GCU 2 here on GCU TV.
When life seems uncertain, there's one credit union that provides both dollars and cents. Copper State Credit Union. With solutions that focus on our members, you can take advantage of competitive rates, free cashback checking, and local attentive service. Uplifting our community is a standard we live by. That's why thousands of your Arizona neighbors rely on us. Strengthening Arizona families through financial empowerment. That's Copper State Credit Union.
Top half of inning number 4, a 4-2 lead for the Iowa State Cyclones, ranked number 25th in the nation. In the NCAA, Ryan Denhart looking for an easygoing 4th after getting 2 quick outs in the top half of the 3rd inning. 2-out rally by the Cyclones resulting in 3 runs. The big blow, the 2-run blast off the bat of Logan Shaban. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters here in the 4th. Lopes a base hit away from tying the game, leaving runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs in that bottom half of the 3rd inning. Lily Bishop hitting one down the right side. As Spellhog booted it for a moment, but was able to gather herself, come up with the play, as that one is lofted in the air, fairly deep center field. Going back on it is Fifield. She's not going to be able to haul that one in. And it's going to be a leadoff double for Oka. So just like that, Iowa State has a runner in scoring position. That one hit a lot farther than I think Kristen Fifield originally thought it was going to go. As we take another look, again, pitch on the inner part of the plate, getting underneath it just enough was Oka, but again, driving that one to fairly deep center field, right in front of the warning track. Kristen Fifield kind of gliding to that one, not getting underneath it, unable to come away with the catch. So ISU with another prime opportunity here to take at least a 3-run lead early on in this game here in the 4th. As Marin digs in, the catcher. 0 for 1, grounded out sharply to Savannah Torville in her first at-bat in the 2nd. Swings through that one on the outer part of the plate. Count quickly, 0-1. Again, Camille not starting in Game 1 against the Portland State Vikings. Has 2 RBIs on this young season as she pops that one up in the air for out number 1. A gift for Ryan Denhart, trying to move the runner over into scoring position, gets underneath it, and there's one away.
The center fielder,
trying to butt that one down on the right side with Lily Bishop coming in, just gets underneath it. Easy put out there for Kaylee Dietrich behind home plate. The center fielder Gosi looking for a run batted in here in the 4th as time is called by Jones. Iowa State hitting .500 so far here tonight with runners in scoring position. They've made the most of their opportunities. Again, neither offense really dominating in this one thus far. Iowa State with a .286 average as a unit. The Lopes are hitting .154 to this point against Jasso and Charles. 0-1 pitch. Just misses the corner as the count levels at a ball and a strike. That one lofted in the air, fairly deep right field, but quickly hooking foul. A long strike, number 2 off the bat of Gosi. And the leadoff double by Oka, getting underneath it. Warning track power. Kristen Fifield unable to come away with the catch in deep center field. As that pitch misses low, nice scoop out of the dirt there by Dietrich as the count moves to 2-2. Marin unable to get the job done with the bunt on the right side, popping it up in foul territory to Kaylee Dietrich for out number 1. Pitch misses outside, running the count full 3-2. Gossi coming into this at-bat with just 1 RBI on the season. Did come in today with a .292 average. And she's on base for the first time in this one. Quality at-bat for ISU center fielder. And there's runners on first and second.
Left fielder, Skylar Ramos.
Runners on first and second now with 1 out for Ramos. 0 for 1 tonight against Ryan Denhart. Nobody warming up in the Lopes bullpen. As that pitch plates the corner, and the count quickly 0-1. Flew out to Tabitha Dyer in right field in her last at-bat. Worked the count full against Ryan Denhart. Denhart taking a little something off that 3-2 pitch, and that at-bat to Ramos back in the third for out number 1. Pitch misses outside. Count levels at a ball and a strike. Kaylee Dietrich trotting out to the circle. Once again, trying to get on the same page with Ryan Denhart. We talked about her dominance in Southern California this past weekend. Picked up 7 punch-outs in her 3rd victory of the season over San Diego. Got the no decision against UCSD in 6 innings of work against the Tritons. 1-1 pitch, cut on and missed. And the count moves to 1-2. So again, Ryan Denhart without a punch out in this one. Would love to get one here with a runner in scoring position in less than 2 outs. 1-2. Cut on and missed. First punch out of the day, just what the doctor ordered for number 23. And there are 2 away. So take another look. Getting that one past Ramos. She's now 0 for 2. Heads back to the dugout, and that will bring up Spellhog for her 3rd plate appearance. 0 for 2. Grounded out sharply to third in her first at-bat. Fouls that one straight back. Flew out in her last at-bat. Trying to add to that Iowa State lead. Again, would love to jump out to at least a 3-run lead early on in this one. With the Lopes offense scuffling so far today. 0-1 pitch. Misses low and away. Count moves to 1-1. That pitch misses outside. Trying to plant the corner once again right there was Denhart. Falling behind 2-1 again. The very dangerous Sammy Williams waiting on deck. Iowa State would love nothing more to get her to the plate here with runners on. Already up by 2. It's 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Should be playable. Bishop right there. Hauls it in for out number 3, and that'll do it here in the 4th. So Ryan Denhart works herself into and out of trouble. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Retires Ramos and Spellhog to retire the side. So let's go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's Iowa State 4, GCU 2 here on GCU TV.
How does a chicken sandwich become a Whataburger spicy chicken sandwich? Is it by slathering it in a fiery sauce or adding some crazy hot toppings? Nah. If the chicken in a chicken sandwich wants to be spicy, it has to come from the inside. By marinating it in spices, frying it up, then cooling it off with fresh veggies, all on a new brioche bun. Good thing flavor can come from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
Lopes threatened in the bottom half of the third inning against Carly Charles. Had runners on second and third with 2 outs. Lily Bishop rocketing one on the right side. Spellhug bobbling it for a second, was able to recoup to step on the bag for out number 3. Iowa State threatening in the top of the fourth with runners on first and second with 1 out. Ryan Denhart able to work herself into and out of trouble. 4-2 lead for the Cyclones. It'll be Taloa, Nicoletti, and Dyer for the Lopes, trying to erase that 2-run deficit.
Number 51, Daisy.
It's Iowa State's second lead of the day. Remember, they were up 1-0 in the first after the solo shot off the bat of Sammy Williams. Lopes quickly tying things up with a run of their own in the first. As that first pitch, check swing by Taloa. Lazy's ground ball to second base, played by Aranches, as the first put out of the inning is made by the Cyclones second baseman. And with the one away, Gianna Nicoletti will now dig in for the third time as you take another look. First pitch, check swing, inner part of the plate. And Daisy Taloa is retired for out number 1 here in the fourth. Gianna looking to add her hit total for the day. 1 for 4 with an RBI in game 1. First pitch, misses outside, count 1-0. Walked and scored the first run of the day for the Lopes back in inning number 1 before reaching on an error in her last at-bat. Again, 4 errors to go along with those 4 runs and 4 hits for ISU. 2 errors in the third inning alone from Sammy Williams. That one ripped up the middle for a base hit. Another base hit for the Lopes leadoff hitter. She's now 1 for 2 with that walk. And the Lopes again will bring the tying run to the plate in Tabitha Dyer. Nice piece of hitting there from the Lopes leadoff hitter. Again, waiting back just enough, ripping that one into left center field for her first hit of the night. Second hit overall today. Tabitha Dyer picking up a base hit in her first at-bat, striking out swinging on 3 pitches against Charles in her last at-bat. Second time through the order for Charles. That one cut on a miss. Throw down to second. Throw just a tad bit high for Marin as Nicoletti slides in safely for another stolen base. Again, if that throw was just a tad lower, may have had a better chance of getting Gianna as you take another look, getting the jump off of first base. Again, throw just a tad bit high from the swipe tag from Ronchis at second base. So now the Lopes have a runner in scoring position. Dyer looking to move the runner over to third, and she'll do just that. Textbook softball there. Snap throw to third base, not going to get Nicoletti, but the sacrifice bunt goes down for Tabitha Dyer, moving Nicoletti to third, and there's 1 away. And again, not squaring there, but again laying down almost like a check swing, moving the Lopes leadoff hitter to third base. And now Kristen Fifield, who already has 2 RBIs on the day coming in game 1, has an opportunity for another run batted in here. 0 for 2 today. Slices that one to third. Running all the way is Nicoletti. And that one is going to be gunned down for the 5-3 putout with Shaban making the play from across the diamond for out number 3. And that'll do it. So the Lopes leave a runner stranded here in the fourth. Let's go to the 5th here in game 2 of this doubleheader. It's Iowa State 4, GCU 2. You're watching GCU softball.
We can stand together by standing far apart.
Stay 6 feet apart from other people.
Wear your mask when you go out.
Wash your hands often.
If you feel sick, stay home.
Be respectful of others.
The choices you make are critical.
By protecting yourself, it helps protect all of us.
Your actions can save lives.
What we do now will shape our future.
Stay safe.
The temperature scanning kiosk from Pacific Office Automation is an easy-to-use, attendant-free device that quickly checks a person's temperature anytime, anywhere. You can now provide peace of mind at schools and universities, grocery stores, restaurants, nursing homes, medical clinics, sporting events, offices, private gatherings, and more. Look to us to help you reduce the risk and be safe. Visit PacificOffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
Number 7, Sammy Williams.
Lopes threaten again in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Unable to come across with a run against Carly Charles. Again, has shut out both the Lopes and the Vikings so far here today, as Sammy Williams gets underneath that first pitch from Ryan Denhart. Right there is Kristen Fifield for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for number 23 here in the 5th. But again, Carly Charles dominating, coming out of relief in both games today for ISU. Going 3 2/3 innings, striking out 8 against Portland State in that 10-6 victory. Came into today with a 1.69 ERA, 3-0 record. As that pitch clips the corner, count 0-1 on Ramos. Ramos, of course, with a runner on first base and 2 outs in her last at-bat, slicing one in the hole on the right side. Tabitha Dyer looking to gun down Sammy Williams, moving from first to third. Throw getting away, allowing Williams to score to tie things up at 2, resulting in Logan Shaben connecting for a 2-run home run in the following at-bat. Denhart doing a nice job getting ahead of the hitter here. No balls and 2 strikes right off the bat in the 5th. Trying to keep her offense in this game. Did she go around? No, she does not, says Matthew Jacks over there at first base. And the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Mentioned Ramos picked up 2 RBIs on a 2-run single in the 5th inning earlier today against Portland State. Looking for her second hit here. Lays off that pitch. Count moves to 2-2. It's a nice take from the Cyclones' number 3 hitter, looking to set up Logan Shaben on deck. He's already done enough damage today against Ryan Denhart. As the 2-2 pitch, off speed, lofted in the air, right center field. Closing in on it is Fifield, and she makes the play for out number 2. So 2 batters, 2 flyouts to Kristen Fifield here in the 5th. And that'll bring up Logan Shaben with 2 outs and nobody on. Nice pitch there from Denhart. Nice job by Ramos taking it the other way. But Kristen Fifield able to run that one down in deep right center field for out number 2. So now Shaben, again, 1 for 1 in this one. Walked in the first before connecting for that 2-run blast in the 3rd. Takes that first pitch low and away, count 1-0. Again, came into today with just 2 runs batted in on the season, looking to get her average up. Now has a homer and 4 ribbies. That one cut on and missed, evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Again, just 1 strikeout thus far tonight for Ryan Denhart after picking up 7 in her start against San Diego 1 week ago. She's allowed 3 extra base hits, 2 of those coming in the form of the long ball as that one drops in there on the outside corner for a strike. Count 1-2 on Shaben. Denhart would love to make quick work of the heart of this Iowa State order, getting Williams and Ramos to loft fly balls to Kristen Fifield. 1-2 pitch to Shaben. Cut on and miss. Strikeout number 2 for number 23, and that'll do it. An easy 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Denhart. Let's go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Lopes looking to tie things up. Do they have a rally in their bones? There's only one way to find out. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in 60 seconds.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the largest and fastest growing universities in the country. GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs with modern apartment-style living, classrooms, labs, restaurants, and more. Located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, GCU's vibrant community and expansive campus is ranked top 20 for best college campuses in America. My university integrates the free market system with a welcoming Christian worldview perspective into its academic programs and throughout campus life, so you can put your faith into action and help transform communities. GCU campus students received over $157 million in scholarships in 2020, and many students attend GCU for less than the cost of a state university. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you qualify for. Admissible high school seniors can schedule a free visit from anywhere in the country. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at GCU Softball Stadium, and we want to remind all viewers to get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Remember, use the promo code GameDay20 to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer at the Lopes Shop, lopeshop.gcu.edu. Log on and get your gear today. We got a good one on our hands as we enter the bottom half of the 5th inning. A 4-2 Iowa State lead after putting up a 3 spot in the 3rd inning. First pitch, grounded softly to short. Williams has it, throws to first, 6-3 put out as Torville is down for the 3rd time in this one. She's now 0 for 3 after reaching on the E6 in her last at-bat, and there's one away.
Now batting for the Lopes, number 19.
And again,
Jackie Hammer.
Carly Charles continuing to mow down hitters on this afternoon in the first day of this GCU Purple Classic. JC Hambrick, like we mentioned, 3 hits in the first game, walked in her first at-bat, reached on an E6 in her last at-bat. So she's had 5 plate appearances, has reached every time, not going to reach here. And just like that, there are 2 away here in the 5th. Now what you want if you're this Lopes offense, running out of time against a very impressive Carly Charles. 2 quick outs as Angeli Aguilar digs in. First pitch misses the corner low. Count 1-0 on Angeli. Again, 0 for 2. Reached on the E5, allowing a run to score back in the 1st with the bases loaded. Popped up softly to second in her last at-bat. That was in the 3rd. That one into center field for a base hit. Base hit for Angeli Aguilar. She's now 1 for 3 after picking up that double in game 1. So she's got a couple of hits on the day, and the Lopes once again, for the 3rd consecutive inning, will bring the tying run to the plate, looking to make something happen against Charles. Again, in on the hands of Angeli there, able to poke that one back up the middle. Again, Kaylee Dietrich with 1 home run on the season. A senior at very least, looking to pass the baton to Lily Bishop on deck. First pitch on the inside corner for a strike, count 0-1. Carly Charles has already won more games in her first 4 appearances this season than she did all of 2020. That one hooked down the left field line and foul. A loud strike, number 2, off the bat of Kaylee Dietrich. Just a 2-7 record a year ago for the right-hander. Opponents hitting .303 off of Charles in 2020. It's been a different story so far here in 2021. That pitch fouled straight back, and we'll do it again at 0-2. .2 pitch, lofted in the air, fairly deep left field. Ramos has a beat on it, makes the play for the final out of the 5th.
At the end of 5, the score is Iowa State 4.
Jasso did not have command early on in this one. Carly Charles does since taking over in relief. 3 2/3 innings of work. She's yet to allow a run. Let's go to the 6th. Iowa State still leads this one by a score of 4-2 here in Phoenix.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
At Raising Cane's, we know quality takes time, patience, and the best ingredients, which is why every chicken finger we serve is hand-battered and cooked to order just for you. We never take shortcuts. That doesn't mean you can. Introducing an even faster and easier way to order Cane's with our new app. Find your closest restaurant, customize your meal, pay, and schedule pickup. So next time, take it easy and order with the Raising Cane's app.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Let's go to the top half of the 6th inning. Still a 4-2 lead for ISU as we take a look at the upcoming schedule here at the GCU Purple Classic. Of course, the Lopes back here tomorrow, taking on both New Mexico as well as the number 2 Oklahoma men's volleyball after defeating the number 1 team in the country, BYU, last night in convincing fashion. Back at it as well this weekend. And of course, baseball kicking off that 4-game set here last night against the OSU Beavers. Back at it tonight on Fox 10 Extra. Barry Butel on the call. That game at 6 p.m. Mountain State time. Just under 25 minutes to go as that pitch lofted in the air. Should be playable for Aguilar. Unable to haul that one in. Right back to Denhart, but doesn't gather herself enough to gun down the runner at second base. And Ronches is aboard on the E6. So Aguilar having a tough time getting underneath that one. Just like that, Iowa State once again in business trying to add to that lead. Runner on second base, nobody out. Oko will dig in. So you take another look there. Again, the shadows on the infield. The sun obviously still playing a big factor there, as you can see glimpses of it on the infield. And nice hustle by Ronches right out of the box. Able to get to second base on that pop-up. Oka 1 for 2. Popped up softly to second back in the 2nd inning. Doubled back in the 4th. That pitch misses up. Count 1-1. And again, the story of this one is that 3rd inning for Iowa State. 2 quick outs for Ryan Denhart before things got unraveled. 2-out walk to Sammy Williams. A 2-out base hit on the right side by Michaela Ramos. With Williams moving from 1st to 3rd, scoring on an errant throw from right field. Tying things up, and then Logan Shaben with the 2-run blast over the left center field wall, making this a 4-2 game, and that's where we stand right now. And of course, Carly Charles shutting down the Lopes offense since coming on in relief. 3 2/3 innings of work. She has yet to allow a run. Five against the Lopes right-hander. Two-two pitch, ripped up the middle. Denhart snags it, moving to 3rd is Ronches, so they have a runner on 3rd base now with 1 out, with Marin digging in. Nice play by the Lopes pitcher, able to snag that one. That one was ticketed for center field. The backstop for Iowa State, again coming into this game with just 1 RBI on the season. Looking to plate ISU's 5th run of the night. First pitch swinging, fouls that one off, count 0-1. And they'd love to give a few insurance runs to Carly Charles in this one. With the Lopes running out of time. Again, 6 outs to work with if you're the Lopes offense. You got Bishop, Taloa, and Nicoletti due up in the bottom half of this inning. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside with Denhart again trying to paint the corner against Marin. Grounded out softly to Torville in the 2nd. Had a runner on second base and nobody out in her last at-bat, trying to move the runner over with a sacrifice bunt, getting underneath it, popping it up to Kaylee Dietrich. Not getting the job done as that pitch is just off the outside corner, and the count moves to 2-1. Ryan Denhart wanting that call from the home plate umpire. Eric Jones doesn't get it. Looking to battle her way back into this at-bat. Now behind 2 balls and 1 strike. That one misses low and in. Count moves to 3-1. with both teams coming away with most of their opportunities, or at least capitalizing on those opportunities. Neither team dominating offensively in this one. As Marin's going to reach for the first time in this one with a walk. Runners on the corners with one out, and that bringing up Gosey.
Now batting for Iowa State, number 4,
Lopes
Kaylee Gosey.
actually hitting better than ISU throughout this one thus far with a 200 average. Iowa State just 4 hits and 21 at-bats tonight against Denhart for a 190 team batting average. Coach Pinkerton going to go to his bench for a pinch runner here. It'll be interesting to see how they utilize their base runners with runners on the corners, trying to get at least one across the plate here in the 6th. Again, in the 4th, Ryan Denhart had to work herself into and out of trouble with runners on first and second and one out. Was able to get her first strikeout of the afternoon in big fashion to get that second out before retiring the side, leaving runners on first and second in that inning. Gosey flew out to left in the 2nd before walking in her last at-bat in the 4th. First pitch misses. Snap throw to third. And you had to know that was coming from Coach Pinkerton and this Iowa State offense. Trying to put runners in motion, trying to catch Kaylee Dietrich off guard. To no avail, but the runner does move into scoring position. Just like that, it's runners on second and third now with one away. Infield looking to get the out at home. On the outside corner for a strike, leveling up the count at 1-1 on Gosey. Came into today with 7 hits in her young freshman campaign. Lofting that one on the right side. Play not going to be able to be made by Lily Bishop. So the count now moves to 1-2. And just like in the 4th inning, Ryan Denhart picking up that big strikeout with runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs. Would love another punch out right here. Trying to get Gosey down on strikes. It's a sign from Dietrich, kicks, winds, and delivers the 1-2. Fouled off once more by Gosey and on the hands, able to stay alive. Another quality plate appearance here for Iowa State against number 23, who again has navigated her way through this lineup. Hasn't had her ace stuff, but at the same time has kept her offense in this game. Looking to get herself out of another jam here. 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, just misses. And the count moves to 2-2. Two delivery, fouled straight back, and we'll do it again. And that's Nelson pinch running at second base for Iowa State, trying to take a 4-run lead on a base hit if Gosey is able to find the grass out there in the outfield. Fouled off again. Another 2-2 offering coming from Ryan Denhart here to Gosey. Again, Callie comes into this at-bat with just 1 RBI to go along with those 7 hits. Two pitch, cut on and missed. Another huge strikeout for Denhart, and there's 2 away. So just like in the 4th, Ryan Denhart picking up a strikeout when she needed it the most. Runners on second and third, now 2 away. So she wins that battle with Gosey. Callie putting up a fight in that at-bat against the Lopes right-hander. We'll head back to the dugout. Ramos at the plate now. 0 for 2 in this one, striking out in her last at-bat. First pitch misses up and away, count 1-0. First base is open with Spellhog waiting on deck. Denhart would love to retire Ramos here without having to face the top half of this Iowa State order here in the 6th. Pitch misses up, count 2-0. So now behind 2-0 here with runners on second and third. First base open with 2 outs. It'll be interesting to see if she comes at Ramos here, or again, tries to get her to chase on 2-0 with 1 bag open. Lofts that one in the air to left field, and Ryan Denhart works herself into and out of trouble once again, leaving runners on second and third. As we head to the bottom half of the 6th, Lopes running out of time. It's 4-2 ISU here in the heart of the Valley of the Sun.
Sanderson Ford is taking their President's Day sale over the edge with a sign and ride $299 a month lease on a new Ford Edge. Save thousands on EcoSport, Ranger, and Explorer. New Escapes under $21,000 and new F-150 Super Crew trucks for only $35,900. Don't miss the President's Day sale event at Arizona's largest Ford dealership and your Bronco headquarters, Sanderson Ford.
When life seems uncertain, there's one credit union that provides both dollars and cents. Copper State Credit Union. With solutions that focus on our members, you can take advantage of competitive rates, free cashback checking, and local attentive service. Uplifting our community is a standard we live by. That's why thousands of your Arizona neighbors rely on us. Strengthening Arizona families through financial empowerment. That's Copper State Credit Union.
Bottom half of the 6th inning. Lopes have 6 outs to work with in this one, as Carly Charles back out on the bump for her 5th inning of work. She has thrown a masterpiece in this one since coming on for Janessa Jasso in the 2nd inning. Remember the last Lopes run coming in the form of an RBI double off the bat of Daisy Taloa in that 2nd inning, chasing Jasso. And ever since, Carly Charles has stepped in, throwing 4 shutout innings, only allowing 2 hits. The Lopes have put the ball in play against her, only striking out once, and not doing much to this point. She has also been able to work herself into and out of jams, just like Ryan Denhart, as it'll be Bishop, Taloa, and Nicoletti. Ryan Denhart, again, runners on second and third with 1 out, picking up a huge strikeout and then a lazy fly ball to left field to get herself out of that inning.
Number 27, Lily Bishop.
After coming around back in the 2nd after that walk, Lily Bishop grounding out to first with runners on second and third. As that one's ripped in the air, deep left field. Does it have the height? No, it does not, off the top of the wall. That's going to be a long leadoff single for Lily Bishop, inches away from picking up her first home run of the season. But nonetheless, for the 3rd consecutive inning, the Lopes will bring the tying run to the plate.
Daisy Taloa.
So Lily Bishop not wasting any time, taking advantage of that mistake from Carly Charles. And just a couple inches away from launching that one over the left field wall.
10 for 27. 10 for 27.
So after the leadoff single, Daisy Taloa comes to the plate as the tying run. That ball definitely had the distance, just not the height. Daisy grounded out softly in her last at-bat after the double in the 2nd. Fouls that one straight back. Count quickly 0-1. Lopes have had a ton of great swings so far in this one against Carly Charles, and just not able to barrel that one up was Daisy Taloa. Oh, 1 pitch. Off the corner, and the count moves to 1-1. Charles not getting the call from Eric Jones there. Araceli Pescara, pinch running at the bag at first base for the Lopes. Looking to score here in the bottom of the 6th. That one loft in the air, right side, could be playable down the line. What a play by Ronchis for out number 1. Again, we saw a similar play, a sliding grab by Savannah Torville earlier on in this one. Rogers making a similar play there. Again, Taloa a bit jammed, hitting that one on the right side. A nice looking play by Iowa State's second baseman for the first out. So with one away, Gianna Nicoletti digs in for the fourth time in this one. Walked in the first, came around to score. Reached on an E6 by Williams in the second, and then of course singled up the middle back in the fourth. First pitch misses low. Count 1-0 on the Lopes left fielder. Lopes now with 2 runs on 5 hits to go along with 2 errors defensively. They've left 8 runners on base. Of course, 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors for Iowa State's defense in this one. Snap throw to first, not in time. 3 of those errors, of course, coming from Sammy Williams at short, despite having an excellent day at the plate. Like we mentioned, 2 home runs earlier today against Portland State, 1 in the first inning off of Ryan Denhart. Great heads-up base running, contributing in that rally in the 3rd inning for Iowa State. 2-0 pitch. Off the plate in the count. Now 3 balls and no strikes. Nicoletti trying to get on here with 1 out. Tabitha Dyer 1 for 2 in this one. As the Lopes looking to charge Carly Charles with her first earned run of the afternoon. On the outside corner for a strike, count 3-1. Bellhog playing in at the bag at first base. Shaven playing in at third. Again, the great speed from Nicoletti trying to hit one on the ground here. Chops that one foul as the count runs full at 3-2. Again, the Lopes have had their opportunities against Carly Charles despite Charles' success to this point. And runners on second and third with 2 outs. In that 4th inning, Lily Bishop grounding to first to end that inning. Runner on third base with 2 outs last inning. Unable to come across with a run. 3-2 pitch, tapped slowly in front of the circle. Throw on to first, not in time. Infield base hit for Gianna Nicoletti. So Charles taking her time on that one across the circle. And Gianna Nicoletti has her 2nd hit of the night against Iowa State. And the Lopes will bring the go-ahead run to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th, and Tabitha Dyer with runners on first and second with 1 out. First pitch tapped slowly in front of Charles, throwing to first in time. So just like in her last at-bat, Tabitha Dyer laying down an almost check swing-like sacrifice bunt, moving the runners over. And runners will be on second and third now with 2 outs. A base hit could tie this game for the Lopes with Kristen Fifield digging in. And first base open for Charles with Torville waiting on deck. Looking to come right after Fifield here. First pitch on the corner for a strike count 0-1. Kristen reaching on the fielder's choice back in the first. Was left stranded at second with the bases loaded when the Lopes tied things up 1-1. Grounded out softly to second, back in the second, and then grounded out sharply to third, back in the 4th. 0-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Count quickly 0-2 and out of 3 different jams in this game. Runners on first and second, 1 out. In the 4th, was able to work herself out with a big strikeout. And then, of course, last inning, runners on second and third with 1 out. Comes away with a big strikeout and then a lazy fly ball to left field to get herself out of this one. Time will tell if Ryan Denhart is able to work out of this jam against the middle part of this Iowa State order. Lopes will have the middle part of their order due up in the bottom half of the 7th if they could keep this at a 2-run advantage for Iowa State. It'll be Torville, Hambrick, and Aguilar against Charles in the bottom of the 7th. And a big pitch coming here, payoff pitch with the runners looking to get good jumps. Ramos looking to set the table for Logan Shaben on deck. Payoff pitch. Chopped, going to be a slow roller to third. Taloa has it, throws across the diamond for the out. Works just as well as a sacrifice bunt for Ramos. Moving the runners over to second and third now with 1 out. So now Logan Shaban, who already has 2 RBIs in this one, the 2-run home run, the drive of the game to this point for Iowa State, giving them the lead. Again, that gave them a 4-2 lead in the top half of the 3rd inning, putting up a 3 spot. They put up 3 different 3 spots in that 10-6 victory over Portland State earlier today. First pitch misses low, count 1-0. And a 3 spot in the 1st inning in that game, in the 4th inning as well as the 5th, capped off by a 3-run home run off the bat of Sammy Williams. That was her 2nd of the game. Picked up 1 more in the 1st inning in this one. 1-0 pitch. Squares to bunt, coming in on it is Denhart, flips to Dietrich, and they got her! A huge heads-up play by number 23 as she flips it to Dietrich for out number 2. Coach Pinkerton talking things over with Eric Jones. He does not like the call at home plate, but nonetheless there are 2 away here in the 7th. As you take another look here, Spellhog trying to get a good jump off the bag at third base. She does not slide in ahead of the tag as Dietrich able to swipe the tag on Iowa State's leadoff hitter. So with runners on the corners and 2 outs, Alicia Ranquez will now dig in, looking to plate at least 1 insurance runs for the Cyclones. So once again, a huge play in this game in the benefit of Ryan Denhart. She still has 1 more out to go here in the 7th. First pitch, misses low, throw down to second, gets away and trickles into center field, and that'll score a run. Throw comes to third from Fifield, that one gets away. But right back to Denhart on the carom. But at the end of that play, it is a 5-2 Iowa State lead now, with a huge insurance run here against Ryan Denhart. So with runners on the corners and 2 away, Shaban taking off from first base, trying to draw the throw from Dietrich, which she does, trying to keep it low. But Torville unable to come away with that ball in the dirt as it was ticketed for center field, allowing the run to score. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, count 2-0 now on Ranches. 0 for 3 so far here tonight against Ryan Denhart, who looks to go the distance with just 1 out to go. Misses outside, count moves to 2-1. Cut on and missed. Denhart able to battle back here as the count now moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Iowa State just hitting .222 at this point as a collective team tonight. But they have made the most of their opportunities, only leaving 5 runners on base. 2-2 pitch, misses up and in. Count runs full at 3-2. This is Ryan Denhart's inning to finish here. Nobody warming up in the Lopes bullpen. Gets the sign from Dietrich. The payoff pitch misses outside, a 2-out walk, and there's runners on the corners.
Now batting, 0-0, Malaysia.
So we'll see how Denhart is able to navigate her way through this at-bat. Oka digging in. Already has herself a double in this one that came in the 4th. Leading things off was left stranded at 3rd, with runners on 2nd and 3rd in that inning. Grounded right back to Denhart in her last at-bat. Goes after the first pitch, fouls it off. Count quickly 0-1 again. Torville, Hambrick, and Aguilar for the Lopes in the bottom of the 7th now. Base easily standing up is Rankus at 2nd, so runners on 2nd and 3rd now with 2 away. Oka arguably has the potential of coming away with the biggest hit in this game for Iowa State. A base hit could cross 2 more. just missing the corner there. Count moves to 2-1. Lopes outfield playing fairly shallow here against Oka. There's a 2-1 delivery. Misses in the dirt. Nice block by Kaylee Dietrich to keep that one in front, but the count now moves to 3-1. Again, second and third here. First base is open once again with Marin on deck. 0 for 2 so far tonight against number 23. Three-one pitch ripped into right field for a base hit. That'll cross at least one. Dyer comes up throwing. Not going to be in time. A 2-run single for Oka. She has 2 RBIs, and it's a 7-2 Iowa State lead here in the 7th. That is a huge hit in this game for Iowa State, arguably the biggest of the night, making this a 5-run deficit for the Lopes. Again, with first base open, Denhart decides to come after Oka there on 3-1, pitch over the heart of the plate. She takes advantage of it. Dyer hitting the cutoff man and Bishop coming home with it. Throw not in time to nab Skaben from second base. So another 3 spot in this game so far for Iowa State. Again, 3 runs in the 3rd, 3 here in the 7th. Denhart just trying to stop the bleeding. Marin grounded out to second in the 2nd. Popped up to Dietrich in the 4th and then walked in her last plate appearance. Pops that one up foul and the count moves to 1-1. One pitch, lofted foul again. Count moves to 1-2. So after a very impressive performance on the road in San Diego and La Jolla last weekend, the Lopes starting this tournament off. 5-4 loss to Portland State, currently trailing 7-2 here in the 7th against Iowa State. Again, the number 25th ranked team in the nation. That one drops in there for a strike. Throw, not nearly in time to nab the speedy Okay, but a called strike 3 nonetheless. Another punch out for Ryan Denhart, but not before Iowa State scores 3 more runs here in the 7th. 3 huge insurance runs, bottom half of the 7th inning. It's Iowa State 7, GCU 2.
The temperature scanning kiosk from Pacific Office Automation is an easy-to-use, attendant-free device that quickly checks a person's temperature anytime, anywhere. You can now provide peace of mind at schools and universities, grocery stores, restaurants, nursing homes, medical clinics, sporting events, offices, private gatherings, and more. Look to us to help you reduce the risk and be safe. Visit PacificOffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
Joel Embiid is unhappy.
Like, really unhappy.
Because the internet keeps using not-so-amazing GIFs to react to his amazing highlights. Mountain Dew presents the Joel Embiid Deserves Better Reactions GIF Collection.
Now I'm so happy.
Last chance for the Lopes, as this Friday afternoon affair has turned into Friday evening, 6:11 Mountain State time. Of course, GCU baseball taking on OSU at Brazel Field at GCU Ballpark at the moment. Lopes looking for a rally here in the bottom of the 7th, down by 5. 3 huge insurance runs for Iowa State in that 7th inning. And again, just for a quick recap, if you're just joining us, Sammy Williams got the scoring going in the top half of the 1st inning with a long home run off of Ryan Denhart to make it 1-0. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 1st. Angelique Aguilar plating a run after reaching on an E5 to tie things up. Lopes took the lead on an RBI double by Daisy Tolo in the bottom of the 2nd, before Iowa State was able to pick up 3 runs, 3 2-out runs, I should add, in that third inning. With Logan Shaban capping things off with a 2-run home run over the center field wall to make it 4-2, and that was the lead for Iowa State going into the top half of the 7th. Logan Shaban stealing second base, advancing to third on the throw by Dietrich. And of course, Sammy Williams coming around to score a run as well. She has scored 3 runs in this game for Iowa State. And then Oka with the big 2-out, 2-run single with runners on second and third and 2 outs, making it 7-2. 2-0 pitch to Torville. Ripped foul, and the count moves to 2-1 on the Lopes second baseman. Two-one pitch. Easy chop to short. Williams has it, throws to first. 6-3 put out. 1 up and 1 down here for the right-hander Ellie Spellhog. Looking to shut the door for Iowa State. 2.58 ERA in her first 4 appearances. Has a 4-0 record thus far. After, again, a brilliant performance from Carly Charles in this one. Did not surrender 1 run in 7 2/3 innings of work today against both the Lopes and the Vikings.
Now batting, number 19, JC Hambrick.
JC Hambrick looking to finish her day strong. We mentioned those 3 hits to go along with her 6-inning performance earlier on today against the Vikings. Count 1-1 on her. 0 for 2 in this one thus far. Reaches in her first 2 plate appearances before grounding out in her last at-bat. And the Lopes have had their fair share of opportunities, leaving 10 runners on base throughout this one against the Cyclones. Now one chopped to short, going to be a tough hop for Williams. Not in time. Another error for the Cyclone shortstop. She has 4 in this game, 5th overall for ISU. And the Lopes have a 1-out base runner. So she got a good hop on the grounder off the bat of Torville, kind of an in-between hop there, booting it for just a second. Enough time for Hambrick to bust it down the line for a 1-out base runner for the Lopes.
7 for 19. 7 for 19.
It looks like we're going to see another pinch runner here for J.C. Hambrick. And that'll bring up Angeli Aguilar. Again, just trying to take it 1 batter at a time after the Lopes allowed 3 more runs in that 7th inning. Pitch paints the corner, count 0-1. Angeli picking up that single in her last at-bat. Got jammed a little on an inside pitch up in the zone from Charles, but was able to get just enough of it to float it into center field. Chops that one on the ground to second. Looking for the good hop there was Ronchis. Waits back on it, gets the force out at second base. Nice heads-up play there from the second baseman to get the good hop for out number 2, and the Lopes are down to their final out.
Kaylee Dietrich.
And Kaylee Dietrich, the senior catcher, looking to keep this one alive for the Lopes. Again, it was that 3rd inning, 3 2-out runs for Iowa State to go up by 2. And of course, the 3 huge insurance runs in the 7th. Making it a total of 5 3-run innings overall today for Iowa State. 3 in game 1 against the Vikings, 2 in this one against the Lopes. A 1 pitch, nice block there from Marin behind home plate, and the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow at GCU Softball Stadium as we continue this GCU Purple Classic with the Lopes taking on New Mexico, 1:30 Mountain State time. And of course, a big matchup with the number 2 ranked team in the country in Oklahoma. That one drilled deep to right, but right there is Oka for the final out, and that'll do it as the Lopes fall in this one to the Iowa State Cyclones by a score of 7-2. Again, a huge third inning, 2 outs, nobody on against Ryan Denhart. Sammy Williams able to reach on a 4-pitch walk, came around to score after a single off the bat of Michaela Ramos. And then Logan Shaban with the big 2-run blast, making it a 4-2 game. Iowa State not looking back in this one. Nonetheless, Ryan Denhart with a solid performance in this one, going the distance for the Lopes, allowing those 7 hits. It was just those 2 big innings in the 3rd and in the 7th for Iowa State as they come away with 2 victories today, 10-6 victory over the Vikings and a 7-2 victory over the Lopes. As we take a look at the stats for this one, again, Iowa State, 7 runs, 7 hits, those 5 errors. They left 6 runners on base. The Lopes with just those 2 runs in the first 2 innings, both coming against Janessa Jasso before she was chased after only an inning of work. Before Carly Charles came into this one as the Lopes gonna pray at the circle. And the Lopes, the big offensive thing in this game. 11 runners left on base. Again, we will be back here tomorrow. Lopes and the Lobos at 1:30 Mountain State time for this GCU Purple Classic, and then a big date with the Oklahoma Sooners, the number 2 ranked team in the nation. And for everybody here at GCU TV, I'm Jack O'Hara saying have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and as always, go Lopes.